Boston, Massachusetts, site of the historic Boston Garden, home of the Boston Celtics, where tonight the Celtics look to keep pace with Chicago in the Eastern Division for the best record as they take on the San Antonio Spurs, who are looking to keep pace with Utah in the Midwest Division. Now, all coming off the bench.
I think the guy to really watch, Ron, as we start this ball game is David Robinson. He must really be assertive in the post against Robert Parrish and look to beat him up and down the floor as much as possible in the transition game.
Well, the matchups quickly. Bird from the corner. It's a two.
Well, Larry Bird
on Cummings. Loses it. Turnover again for the Celtics. Paul Pressey playing the point for the injured Rod Strickland.
There's what I talked about. David Robinson beating Robert Parrish down the floor.
San Antonio buys another break. Elliott, little touch pass to the lieutenant himself.
You see San Antonio.
Only 2 points and 4 turnovers. Cummings dishes off. How about the third slam for Robinson?
3. They've got to win 7 of the next 9 to be able to challenge Chicago for the best record in the East.
Well, the Chief finally gets on the board. His first 2 of the ball game after a couple of traveling calls and an offensive goaltending. And I think they focused a lot on last night where they led the Knicks 19-1 in the first quarter, only to lose as Elliott takes it inside for 2 for the rest of the players. Shaw, little give and go to Bird. Robinson with the block. He leads the NBA in that category. He did not have a block last night in the game. Slashing to the basket is Higgins.
Well, you can just see much more of a passer and a guy to set the other guys up.
Excellent defensive play by Reggie Lewis. 7-point San Antonio lead. Bird goes to the floor again. Cummings works right on Bird, goes up with a right-handed finger roll, and it goes down. Antonio lead, 3:45 left in the first. Parrish inside, just wheels around. Cummings with the slam.
Recognition by Boston. No center on the floor defensively for San Antonio. Forcing to pass it out.
Shot clock at 5. Inside, Cummings will reverse, and it goes down.
10 points.
And Kevin McHale, who was not expected to play until Sunday, getting ready to check into the lineup. Shaw counts the basket and the foul. San Antonio lead is at 28-19. That is the time remaining in the first quarter.
Better not leave Sean Higgins. He can shoot the jump shot.
Johnson banging his way. Just throws it up with the right hand. Count it!
They're now trying to pick up the pace defensively.
That ends up in a Tony Massenberg slam. McHale squares up to the basket over Green, and he doesn't look anything more for the worse.
David Robinson, that's the guy you got to go to. He's got to touch the ball.
There he is. He gets McHale away from it. What a reverse by Robinson. Oh, my.
You got David Robinson.
Johnson to Robinson. Parrish moves out on him. Johnson left alone. What a no-look pass inside to Pressey.
Whoa.
Kevin Gamble will take a breather. Elliott getting bumped all over. Give him the basket and the foul. San Antonio so far. Lewis has his shot blocked by David Robinson, his second of the ball game, and then he leads the break. Elliott wide open on the far side, but instead they find Cummings underneath wide open. 15-point San Antonio lead. 5:50 remaining in the first half. Bird to Parrish over Cummings, and he gets the roll. In case you're wondering, that score is correct. It is San Antonio by that much. As Parrish gets the basket and he gets the foul. Shot clock inside of 10. Give and go to Parrish. Fakes Robinson up in the air. He gets the basket, and David Robinson has 3 personal fouls. Go down. Pinckney can't come up with the board. Avery Johnson does. 4-on-2 for San Antonio. What a play to Pressey underneath.
Not giving up any second shots.
Biggest lead of the game, it is 17 as Larry Bird goes up, gets the basket, and he draws the foul on Elliott. The graphic with Ernie Johnson in our studios. McHale spin, he's got it. That's the clock in the lower right-hand portion of your screen. Larry Bird just steals that telegraph pass. And then he fights his way to the hole, doesn't get it, but the slam by Ed Pinckney.
By Larry Brown, just to regroup his guys.
Shaw all alone in the paint. Boston controls, trailing by 3. Lewis fakes once, twice, and nails it. And as one might expect, San Antonio calls a timeout, leading by 1 with 7:45 in the third. Boston second in the league. San Antonio third. New Jersey leads it. What a pass to David Robinson.
That was a great set play by Larry Brown out of a timeout.
Parrish's turnaround won't find the hole. Bird battles Robinson, takes it away. Bird fakes the three. He has 3 men up. Somebody has to be open. Parrish, count it. Doesn't get it. Parrish, the rebound, the outlet to Shaw. Bird, count it.
Bird's going to get him an open shot.
For 3. San Antonio needs a timeout. They trail by 6. Outlet to Avery Johnson. He has Cummings. During the timeout, everybody was chanting Larry, 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 but now it's David, David with the left hand. Reggie Lewis' shot won't go down. Gamble kicks it right back out to Shaw. To Lewis with a reverse underneath David Robinson.
Against Robert Parrish. There it is right there. Boom.
Oh, dunk number 5 for David Robinson. I love it. Pick him up as Sean Elliott will now get the honor of chasing Larry Bird around. Bird knifes his way through for 2. Larry Bird was 3 of 13 in the first half, 4 of 5 in the second half as Cummings tries to light it up and he answers it.
They're going to be able to win.
And San Antonio hasn't had a defensive stop in about a month, the coaches were telling us prior to the game, and Bird continues to light it up.
Now remember, Larry Bird, when he feels like he's got you on the ropes, loves to shoot 3-point shots.
You and I are going to Vegas after this. Larry Bird, his second 3-pointer tonight, and that gives Boston their biggest lead in the game at 7 with 8:52 left in the game. We'll be back.
Larry Bird, he's got to stay glued to him.
Fights through the pick of Kevin McHale. The shot clock is down to 5.
Bird's wide open again. You cannot leave him.
For 3, that's his third one.
You got to stay with him.
San Antonio had the first quarter and a half, just hasn't been there. Anderson from outside.
Big basket there that time. Chris Ford's going to call timeout. I'm sure he's going to bring Larry Bird back in after this timeout.
It is a 5-point Boston lead, but we still have 4:29 left to be played. Don't go away. We'll be back to the Garden in a moment.
The last time, he's got to do better than that. See Chief going right out there. You know what he wanted to do? They wanted to get him the ball in the post and a little jump hook. You know, that's
difficult losses for Larry Brown to accept, I am sure, as Larry Bird throws up this one. No place to go. Cummings. He has Robinson on the left wing. Pressing, given the 15, takes it inside for 2.
Being neutralized in the half court right now because teams can lean on him. He's not getting those easy baskets.
Cummings off the glass for 2 more. They've attempted 17 more and made 16 more than the Spurs. Gamble. Nothing but net. 2 in those 2 ball games. They will go to 6-6 in back-to-back, the second game of back-to-back games. Massenberg outlet to Higgins as we are over from the Garden in Boston. The Celtics go to 42-15 on the year. San Antonio drops to 35-19. Once again, the final score, Boston 108, San Antonio 98.